Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Premier League with FPL Wizard. Back again this time, guys. So with no stream last week, as most of us were just going to roll a transfer, I'm back with another deadline stream. So I welcome you all. Thank you so much for being here and joining the stream, guys. I hope you've been having a good game week. I hope you're having a good time. I think the volume of my mic needs to be adjusted slightly. Hey Zara, hey Shivam, namaste my friend. I hope you're fine. I hope you're doing well. Hey Sarfroz, welcome. So just a second, guys. I'm trying to fix something. I don't see the chat on screen. Don't know why. Just a second, guys. I'm just trying to fix this and then we shall get started. Just a second. I hope. Don't know why this chat is not working, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing, Mark. Just give me a second, guys. Just trying to kind of get this chat sorted. Every week there has to be kind of some new problem here. Just a second. So guys, this is a very important game week, by the way, you know, so don't not gonna spend too much time kind of fixing this. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it's gonna go without. But it's a very important week. I mean, it's a rare week which comes in FPL, you know, which includes kind of, you know, a blank game week and a double game week at the same time. So we've got lots of stuff to go through. So if I'm not able to fix this chat box, then so be it, guys. I guess can't do much then. Alright, I don't think it's gonna get fixed, by the way. So let's just... It just makes it easier for me to read on screen, you know, when I see the comments. But anyways, doesn't look like it's gonna get fixed today. Come on. I don't know, guys. Anyways, guys, it's okay. I'm just gonna read the messages from the chat, so it's alright. Hey CAV, I hope you're doing well. Hey SH, thank you so much for joining. Hey Nehal, I welcome you all, guys. The chat appeared in the box for a split second. It's gone again. I don't know what's going on, guys. It's just, let's hope for the best. You know, let's not. The thing is, don't want to spend too much time kind of on this, so it's okay. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. No problems. All right. So Pavan says Tarkovsky or Arnold. If I had the option, I'd go with Alexander Arnold, 100%. No doubt. In that case, my friend. Joseph says minus 16. That's a bit too much to hear, to be honest with you. Kane to Darwin, KDB to Salah, yes. Martinelli to Saka, I don't think that is needed. Botman to Tarkowski, Shaw to Trent, Akanji to Emerson. My friend, that minus 16 is too much, Joseph, in my opinion. I'd say Kane to Darwin is fine, KDB to Salah is okay. Other than that, I guess you should just do Shaw to Trent Alexander-Arnold. That should be enough. A minus 8 is enough. I don't think the other transfers are needed, bro. Good to see you as well, SH. CAV says Tarkowski, definitely the best option over Kilman or Coleman, or play All of them. Yeah, I think Tarkowski is fine. The thing is, gonna play all the games. Coleman is also gonna play both the games this week because Sean Dyche said that Patterson has an injury on the knee or something like that. So, but long term, I'd say Tarkowski is more nailed on and a safe option. He also has a chance to score a header from set pieces. Hey Mark. So yeah, I answered that. Rate my team, Mark. Today is a very important game week, so no time for rate my teams, my friend. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer that. Yep. Success says I feel some finally, my friend. Shopman says if you could pick Watkins, Darwin, or Trent. Watkins doesn't blank in 28 and 32. Afraid of Klopp's transfer after the attackers. I think honestly Watkins is a pretty good option. I have no kind of qualms of picking Watkins. You could even pick Darwin this game week, and you could go to Watkins next game week if you can book a transfer. That is also a possibility. But I mean, if you straight away want to go with Watkins, that is also fine. But if you're going with somebody like Tarkowski and you're getting somebody like Pickford, then there's going to be a conflict of interest of the two players which you're getting in this game week. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I think Watkins is a good option until game week 32. Definitely a good option. He scored 4 goals in the last 4 game weeks, so there's nothing not to like about Watkins. Shivam says free hit activated. Hey FPL Jug, I hope you're doing well. He says Sa, Trent, Cody, Coleman, Iwobi, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Salah, Darwin. That looks good to me, my friend. That looks pretty good. I mean, obviously it's a roll of the dice between McNeil and Iwobi. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good. But honestly, if I was you, I'd still choose Haaland. I would have Haaland even on a free hit. I wouldn't leave Haaland out. Even if I was on a free hit and he doesn't have a double game week, I would still pick Haaland. Zara says taking a -4, KDB to Salah, Bruno to Gakpo, and Shaw to Tarkowski. Can't get Saka in my team as I already have 3 Arsenal players. I mean, if you have the money, you could replace Martinelli with Saka or anybody else. If you really want Saka, this is the game week to do it. The double game week, you're gonna get your points back, Zara. But otherwise, I like those transfers. Gakpo, remember, Klopp in his press conference has made a few comments which you might not kind of like. He said Klopp said that that he might have to rest some players. It was a bit of a comment which gave a headache to most of FPL managers. So you have to be careful about that. Other than that, obviously I like all the transfers which you have said discussed. No problems there. But be careful if you get somebody like Gakpo in your team, because Klopp has been a little bit, in his press conference saying that he might rest some players, he might rotate some players. Not all the players can play all the games and stuff like that. Pavan says Mitrovic and Shaw to Darwin and Tarkowski, Mitrovic, Shaw, Bruno to Darwin, McNeil and Arnold. I like the... Bro, I think it's for a -8, Pavan, in my opinion, because if the first transfer like Mitrovic and Shaw is for a -4, then Mitrovic, Shaw and Bruno has to be for a -8, but I like the second one more than I like the first. I like the second one more. If it is for a -4, then it's absolutely fine. For a -8 also, I think I like the second one more. If you have Bruno and Patterson as your third defender, would you extra -4 for Tarkowski? I think I would. Not sure about Bueno. I think he lost his place. Not sure in how nailed on Bueno is. I think you can take out Patterson this game. We can get Tarkowski. You're always welcome, Shopnan, my friend. Testimony says White, Shaw, Bruno and KDB to Tarkowski, Trent, Saka, Salah. I like those transfers, my friend. Asset says, Wiz, have you done your transfer? Who's your captain? My captain is going to be Salah, and I have not made my transfers, my friend. I am going to make my transfers in a bit. The thing is, I want news about Mitrovic. I'm waiting. I hope somebody leaks some news about whether Mitrovic is going to start or not. Then if Mitrovic is starting, then I would leave out getting Darwin and I would go for Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that's my basic dilemma. The transfers are almost fixed in my mind, so it won't take me a long time to make those transfers, but I need to know whether Mitrovic is starting or not, so I'm just waiting on that. As soon as I get any news about that, I'll make my transfers right away. Yeah, that's the thing. Just a second here. Yeah. Shivam says Haaland or Darwin. Confusing, and Darwin plays too. I mean, I would get Haaland and Darwin both, my friend. I would play 4-4-2 if need be, but I would not leave out Haaland. He's so highly owned. I mean, you don't want to suffer on your free hit. I mean, if Haaland scores a hat-trick, your rank is going to plummet, my friend. So be careful. Chopman, I've got two moves in my mind, which depends on if we get early team news about Mitrovic. So I might move on KDB to Salah, and I might move on Fernandes to Odegaard and Ben White to Trent Alexander-Arnold. If I find out that if we don't get any news about Mitrovic, then it has to be KDB to Salah and Mitrovic to Darwin Núñez. But then I also have to transfer out Fernandes and get a midfielder in place of that, which I'm thinking which midfielder to get, because there are no good options there. Marco says, if you haven't used your triple captain, would this be the week to use it, as I have rest of my chips left? Marco, in my personal opinion, I think there's going to be good double game weeks down the line, so it is not necessary to use your triple captain chip this week, because the thing is, Liverpool has been hit and miss. You don't really want to take a chance on a team like Liverpool, so you have to be careful if you want to use triple captain. So you will get another chance in the coming weeks. So I don't think it's the most it is the last time or the most appropriate time to use it. You can if you want to, but it is it's not like you're gonna miss the bus if you don't use it this week. Yes, for a -8. Yes, Pavan, I still like those transfers, bro. Play 2 of Andres Pereira, Ake and Bueno. I would play Pereira and Ake. I'm not sure about Bueno is the problem, Stan. That's the issue. I'm not sure if Bueno plays 1 game, he plays 2 games, or he plays no games at all. At least Andres Pereira is going to play, my friend. Yeah, that's the thing. Mitrovic will not start. Yes, I heard the comments by Marco Silva, but I'm still waiting for news. Sometimes sometimes stranger things have happened, so I'm just waiting. If we get the news, then I'm gonna make my transfers. If we don't get any news with 15 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go, I'll still make my transfers, so there's no problems, my friend. Sarfro says, Wiz Barnes against Gunners, your thoughts? I mean, the big problem with Leicester, guys, I think the Maddison was the driving force of their attack, and with Maddison now being injured, he has a knee injury. I'm not sure if he's going to play or not, but he has a knee injury. So I think Maddison makes their team look much better. So if Maddison doesn't play, then I don't fancy Barnes at all. Jirit says maybe Bueno early team news. That is true as well, guys. I mean, everybody who's asking me questions about Bueno. I mean, Fulham play against Wolves, so we might just get early team news for Bueno as well. So let's just wait and watch, guys. Pratik says, will Kukurea get any minutes? Who to replace with? Tarkowski is obvious, but any other suggestions till Gameweek 29? Pratik, the only decent options are from Everton, and you might pick somebody from Aston Villa, because Aston Villa also does not blank in Gameweek 28. Obviously you would already have 3 Arsenal players, so there's no point in recommending an Arsenal defender. So obviously Tarkowski is the one. You could even think about going with Trent Alexander-Arnold, but obviously it requires a lot of funds. Other than that, I'd say you can think about somebody like Tyrone Mings or Dean. Dean is not nailed on, so I'd say Tyrone Mings. If you don't want to go for James Tarkowski. Overall rank now, I think it's something close to 350k or 370k. I haven't even looked, my friend. That's less than 400k at least. I'm sure of that. Shivam says thank you, Viz Baji, you rock. Thank you so much, Shivam. I really appreciate you, my friend. I am going to take a hit this week, yes. Rafa and Reza says, what is their transfer plan? Rafa will get Salah in place of KDB, that is for sure. Other than that, I'm currently considering whether to transfer out Mitrovic for Darwin or to transfer out, let's say, Ben White for Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that depends on whether we get early team news about Mitrovic. So just waiting on that, and then gonna make my transfers. So basically, guys, the thing is, if you look at this Ben Krillin's like the sheet he makes about the double game weeks and the blank game weeks, so if you don't follow him, you should follow him at @Ben Krillin on Twitter. So you can see here, guys, look, Aston Villa is one club which will have a chance of 2 double game weeks here, but also has no blank game weeks. So you have to consider like somebody like Ollie Watkins could be a really good option in the coming weeks, in which he plays Crystal Palace, he plays Bournemouth as well. Obviously, Arsenal players, you should stack up on 3 Arsenal players and not move from that, because they have no blanks, they have no no issues with 28, 29. So Arsenal players are currently a blessing right now. So also think about players from, let us say, teams like Crystal Palace, which don't blank, which also might have a possibility of a double and have a confirmed double in game week 2027. Everton, why everybody's going for Tarkowski and people like Iwobi, McNeil, is because of the fact that they don't blank, and they have a double in game week 25. That is the reason everybody's going for Tarkowski, just in case you were wondering. Now, if you stack up on Liverpool players, guys, if you, for example, you're bringing in, let us say you bring in Darwin, Salah and Trent, you should know that they're gonna blank in 28. So unless you're using your free hit in 28, you're booking 1 or 2 transfers there beforehand. So be careful if you bring in 3 Liverpool players, then you're you should know that they're gonna blank in 28. Other than that, Nottingham Forest also don't blank, also double in 29, and have no blank game weeks. I think Morgan Gibbs-White can be a decent option from this team, but not. I'm not really considering any of their players. I'm just had to tell you this. Again, Wolves double in this game week, but they blank in 28. So if you ask me which one I prefer, I'd rather bring in an Everton player rather than a Wolves player in this game week. So this is about the fixtures. And let's look at Emma at Jumpthaway. Somebody's sending me a message on Twitter. I hope it is a team leak or something. No, it's not a team leak. Just a second, let me show you the Emma's predicted lineups, guys. They're very useful. I always have a look at them. So this is about Arsenal. Also, there's not much doubt about Arsenal anyway. Let's look at the ones which we really have doubts about. So this one is this one is Manchester City. Look at the fans, guys. The fans are so split between who's gonna start for City. They're only sure about Haaland, Rodri, Ake, Diaz and Ederson. Other than that, look at KDB 39%, Bernardo Silva 61%, Gundogan also 86%, Foden 69%, Alvarez 55%, Grealish 60%, Mahrez 75%, Akanji 39%, Lewis 41%. Manchester City team is going to be a slaughter, honestly. Chelsea, again, the fans are confused between whether Kovacic is going to start or not, whether Loftus-Cheek is going to start or not. Mount 16% of the fans, Ziyech 23%, Madueke 29%, Mudryk 48%. It's hard to bring in any players. That is the reason I was finding it difficult to choose a midfielder, because there are no good options here. Spurs team is almost always final. The only doubt is between Richarlison starting or not, and maybe Son being benched again, but I don't think he's going to be benched. The more important one is Liverpool. Let me see if I can find the image for Liverpool. Because of Klopp's comments, not really otherwise. Manchester City, Chelsea, Spurs. I think this is Liverpool. Yeah. So you see here, look at the midfield. People are so confused as who's going to start. The only ones they're really sure about is Salah and Darwin. So all of you are going for Gakpo. You have to be careful. Like 52% of the fans seem to think he's going to start. Again, Bajcetic You know, I'm sorry, I just absolutely butchered that name, Bajcetic. So 65% for him, 30% for Firmino, 19% for Jota, 56% for Harvey Elliott, 60% for Henderson, 48% for Keita, 57% for Fabinho. Absolute carnage, guys. So Salah is a must own. In defense, Trent 100%, Robertson 96, Matip 100, Van Dijk 100. So you know, you should follow this person on Twitter, MI Jump the Wave. It's really helpful, guys. Let me come back and answer your questions now. Pratik, you're always welcome, bro. Always welcome. Liverpool only like 50% to blank 28. It's not 50%, my friend. It's just dependent on the fixture between Leeds and Fulham in the FA Cup. Whoever wins, I mean, if Fulham lose, then Liverpool fixture goes ahead. If Fulham, win, then the Liverpool fixture is cancelled. So, I mean, it's more. It depends on whether you think that Leeds is gonna win or Fulham is gonna win. That is what is going to decide Liverpool's future. My overall rank is below 400k, bro. What are you going to do to Darwin, and why are you going to Darwin and not Watkins? What are your plan for 20 and 20? I am going to go to Watkins, but after this game week, you know, I'm gonna make a transfer, and I'm going to try and max my attack for the double game week, and then I can move to Watkins. Also, I don't want a conflict of interest with like James Tarkowski playing against, let's say, Watkins this game week. Don't want to waste my transfer in that way, my friend. These are my expected minutes, says Nehal. Gakpo 110, Darwin 140, Trent 160, Salah 170, Robo 170, Jota 90. That seems pretty fair, Nehal. I mean, Gakpo getting 110 minutes is not that bad, to be honest with you. And there was a stat going on around on Twitter which shows that most of the attacks happening against Crystal Palace as well as Wolves are from the right hand side where Salah plays. So essentially Salah is very important this game week. Just pick one, swallowing the pain of the options. Gakpo, McNeil, Iwobi. FPL Sam, I'm counting on you to pick a decent option, my friend. I haven't been able to find. I mean, I thought about James Ward-Prowse. I mean, there's very uninspiring options, bro. I think somebody asked a free. Yeah, Lee says free hit use or not. I mean, Lee, to be honest with you, I think there are going to be better game weeks to use your free hit. You know, especially if you can feel like 6 double game week players without having to use your free hit. Even if you have to take a -4, I think that should be fine. There's going to be a lot of double game weeks down the line, so we might want to use it then. So if possible, if you can save it, then I would personally. Chances of Patterson playing, I'd say the chances are minimal, bro. Zara says, looking at a -8 if I have to get in Saka in my team, and a -12 if I need to take Mitrovic out. Then don't get Saka this game week, Zara. Just take Mitrovic out. Especially if we get news that he's not starting. So you have to, obviously you have to take out the, to improve your team first, and then look at improve the players who are actually playing. I mean, first need to get out the players who are not playing this week. That's the most important thing to focus on. Trippier or Shaw to Trent? I'd say Shaw to Trent, my friend. If I was you, I would take out Shaw and I would keep Trippier. He's one of the most attacking defenders in the league. I would definitely like to keep Trippier. I'm going to go through Twitter all the time, guys, just in case anybody gives us any information about Mitrovic starting or not. I hope, I hope we get some early team news. If not, I'm gonna have to see, guys. Let me show you my transfer page. Let me think out aloud, so you know what I'm thinking here as well. Just a second, guys. So basically, guys, if I so one transfer is obviously locked in for me. That is, KDB is going to go out this week, and I'm going to get Salah in place of KDB. Now the two options are, if Mitrovic is starting, I'm going to take out Fernandes for Odegaard. Because now I have 4 Arsenal players, I'm going to take out Ben White for Trent Alexander-Arnold. So this is one option which I have, but that only depends on whether Mitrovic is starting or not. If Mitrovic is not starting, then this transfer cannot materialize. This comes for a -4 hit. Makes my team look pretty good, especially if this guy is starting. But if he doesn't, then let me reset. So this transfer is again locked in. No issues here. Actually, this is a transfer which I can make right now because this is actually locked in. So there's no problems here. The second one now is Fernandes goes out and Mitrovic goes out. Obviously, Mitrovic goes out for Darwin, but the problem is the 7.99. This I've been thinking about this all day since yesterday as well. For my life, I can't find a good midfielder to bring in to attack this game week to do whatever. I mean, not really inspired by McNeil, not really inspired by like Iwobi. Just don't like these options, honestly. So yeah, just kind of don't know where to go with this transfer. That's the whole issue here. This is the issue. I wish I had a good player which I could transfer in this game week, but there are not really good options. Part of me wants to be edgy and just go Coleman instead of Tarkowski. I mean, CV, to be honest with you, I personally would go Tarkowski just because of the fact that when Patterson is fit, he might start. He might start, Patterson over Coleman, because I'm not sure how many games Coleman can really play. So that's the only reason I'm going to be a little bit concerned in that case about Seamus Coleman. Otherwise I think is a decent enough option. Gakpo, I can go with Gakpo as well, obviously, as my third midfielder. I mean, I could load up on Liverpool, absolutely just go crazy. But then Jota coming back, it's a little bit, it makes getting Gakpo a little bit difficult. And also Gakpo attended the PSV game as well, so I'm not really sure how much minutes Gakpo's gonna get. Otherwise, it was a perfect transfer. I have the money, I have everything, I can easily make this transfer. But the thing is, I'm not really sure how much game time Gakpo's gonna get. That is the issue. Although I might end up going with Gakpo even, I'm still thinking in the back of my mind, the third midfielder spot is still not locked. I might change it, I might update it, but that all depends on whether we get the information about Mitrovic or not. If no news, then we consider it bad news, we take out Mitrovic. Simple as that. Also, we might get early team news about Wolves, especially about people who who are kind of looking for Bueno, or who have Bueno in their teams and they want news about Bueno. So we might get news about Bueno as well. I'd be ruined not getting a Liverpool defender this game week, but the problem is I don't have enough in the bank to make those to get a Liverpool defender. That's the whole problem here. My captain is going to be Salah, bro. Zara says, on the same boat as you, is looking for a good replacement for Bruno Fernandes. That is not Gakpo or any Arsenal player struggling this game week. Don't worry about it, Zara. We're gonna make it work, right? I've been, I thought about. Let me show you. I thought about if you really want to go a little bit far field, you could go James Ward-Prowse as well. I mean, whenever Southampton win, this guy scores, and they just won against Chelsea away. So, I mean, they can definitely give Leeds a good game, and also doesn't blank. So, these are the kind of game weeks where you have to take a chance, where you have to make a move, or you have to kind of think which players you want to get, or how much risk you're willing to take. Abdullah says -8 Nunez and Watkins for Mitrovic and Solanke. Why not? I mean, why do you really want to get Watkins this game week? You could actually wait and get Watkins next game week. But if you need the money, then I think it can make sense. Yes, absolutely. I meant instead of doing White to Trent, just go Gakpo over Odegaard. CAV, I really want... the thing is, it makes... Personally, I don't want an Arsenal defender because I'm not sure how much games White is going to get. You know, because Ben White has been in and out, especially, you know, with Takehiro Tomiyasu knocking on the door. So that's the reason I'm a little bit concerned, and I want to move to somebody like Odegaard who's going to nail down, who's the captain of Arsenal now, you know. Just confirmed my transfers, thought it was 6 deadline for some reason, wouldn't have changed much anyway. So what are the transfers, my friend? I'd love to know that. All the best, I'm going for Saka, says Gita. Good luck, my friend. I think Saka and Salah, they're the two options this game week. You have to decide and just lock your teams. Hey Abhijit. Abhijit says, do I transfer out Kane to fund in Salah this week and bring Kane back next, or take Trippier out to fund in Salah? I mean, honestly, Trippier is a player who I would keep for the rest of the season. He's been that good. He's been the most attacking defender, my friend. And you might have a lot of value attached with Trippier, you know. But if you if you can keep Kane and get Trippier back later on and get Salah in place of Trippier, you can do that as well. Especially if you're having a FOMO of selling Kane, you know. You can do that. I think both the options are good, you know. But I think majority of the FPL players this week would personally, I think they would do Kane out for Salah. Salah in as captain for Bruno, Tarkowski for Shaw. Boring but sensible. That's how we should play the game, CAV. I like those transfers a lot, my friend. I just hope we get some early team news. That's all I'm saying, guys. So basically, just a second. So basically, there is kind of looks like no way in which I can get like Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. You know, even if I like go with McNeil here, right? Still, there's no chance to get Trent unless I want to transfer out James. You know, that's gonna be for a -8. This is the only possible option, you know, because if I don't take out Reece James, if I take out but that's for McNeil, right? Not a good option anyway. But yeah, you can do that. This as well, Alexander-Arnold. The problem is, I mean, the next game, even if the next game was easy, you know, you could have thought about this, you know. But this is not an easy game against Manchester United in Gameweek 26. You know, yes, Bournemouth game is fine, but then after that, you don't know whether this game is going to go through or not. And then comes like Manchester City, Chelsea, and Arsenal. So, I mean, stacking up your team with 3 Liverpool players, it's just, you know, beckons for either an early wildcard or you have to take hits, you know, later on as well. So that's the issue. This third Liverpool spot is a bother. Not a third Liverpool spot, but this midfielder which I have to get for Fernandes to fund this Darwin move. Rohit says, hey Wiz, best Liverpool assets. I'd say Salah and Trent along with Darwin, my friend. Wiz, this is how I'm set. I've taken a -4. Ward, Arrizabalaga, Lewis, Tarkowski, Gabriel, James, Saka, Martinelli, Salah, Andreas, Darwin, Haaland. Looks good to me, Michael. I would go with the Kepa, my friend. Kepa has this uncanny ability to keep, you know, make more saves, keep a clean sheet, you know, save a crazy penalty. I still go with Kepa. I know you feel that Ward is going to play against Arsenal at home, but still I think Arsenal going to score. So take the one which you feel is going to make the more saves. Bench Ream, Andreas, or Bailey? I would bench. I think I would bench Bailey just because I'm not sure how much minutes he's going to get. You know, when Emery joined, I mean he was getting more minutes, but as every game week progresses, Bailey's getting reduced minutes, my friend. You know, that's the only concern. Otherwise, he's a good player. 3 Liverpool, 3 Everton would be a bold based on this season. I agree with that. I guess the only person who's gonna have 3 Liverpool and 3 Everton is the one who's gonna be on a free hit. Shaw, Mahrez, and Kane for Trent, Salah, and Watkins. Shaw, Mahrez, and Kane for Trent. I like that. Fortune. I think that's a good move. Yes, but have James. That doesn't matter, Michael. Play if I've got James as well. This is a game week in which you have to take this risk, you know. That's the issue. Thoughts on Mitro for Nketiah and Marty for McNeil? You mean transfer out Mitrovic for Nketiah and Martinelli for McNeil? Nehal, I don't think that's needed, to be honest with you. Just move on Mitrovic for somebody like Ollie Watkins. I think you're taking these hits because of the double game week, but I think long term Watkins will be the play. Most of the people will be going for Watkins after this game week. I think you can go one game week before them. If he scores, then it is all the better, my friend. Will Rico Lewis play? As I showed you on the predictions, my friend, none of the fans seem to be sure about Rico Lewis playing. Let's have a look. You see here, Lewis, 41%. 41% of the fans seem to think that Lewis is going to play, my friend. You know, 41%, you can consider that to be good or bad. That depends on you. Will Mahrez start? If KDB doesn't play, then I think Mahrez is going to start. Nehal, don't overcomplicate it, my friend. Honestly speaking. If you've got Felix, I think it's good enough. Just take out Mitrovic for Ollie Watkins. Should be enough. Shaw, Mahrez, Kane, to Tarkowski, Salah, and Nunez is what I'm thinking. Looks good to me, my friend. Abhijit, it looks good to me. Makes pretty much a lot of sense. Guys, I think there's not too much time left. Is any news forthcoming, or should we make our transfers? Because don't want to leave it too late with these hamsters running the FPL servers, guys. I wish and I hope we get some news. If we don't, then what to do? Damn it. Just a second, guys. I'm trying to find out if we get any news, but there isn't any forthcoming. Is Patterson playing? I don't think Patterson is going to play, my friend. You're always welcome, Michael, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Sagar says Ake to Tarkowski for a -4. I think Ake is going to play this game week, Sagar. So I don't think you need to make this move, honestly. Will De Bruyne play this game week? Wong seems unlikely, but who knows what's going to happen, bro. I can't say with any fair amount of certainty about De Bruyne, you know, but, you know, Pep has been cryptic, so who knows what's going to happen with De Bruyne. The fans seem to think that De Bruyne is 39% of the fans seem to think that De Bruyne is going to play, and these are the fans who like follow Manchester City all week around. If Laporte is out, Ake has a huge chance of playing, my friend. So if I was you, I would not transfer out Ake. Sagar, is Laporte fit? No, I don't think so. No. Best cheap Almiron replacement other than Andreas. Go with Crescencio. Somerville can be the cheapest and the best option. You know, I like him a lot. I mean, the way he plays, you know, and it costing just 4.2 million. I really like the look of this guy. Otherwise, as based on the double game week, you could go with somebody like McNeil and Iwobi as well. Should I transfer out Mahrez this week for -4? It is not important. I think if KDB is not playing, Mahrez is gonna play. So, if I had Mahrez, I'd probably keep him. It depends on how your team looks basically and how many double game week players you really have. Mitro to Iheanacho for -8. I think we already discussed it, Michael. The problem with getting Iheanacho this week is he's got a difficult fixture. Long term, I think the move makes more sense. Doing Cucurella to Trent and Gnotto in for Cucurella and Mitro. Gnotto and you're getting Trent and Gnotto. That looks better to me, Nehal, to be honest with you. Otherwise, Mitrovic for Watkins would also have made sense to me. But this looks better to me than the previous one which you mentioned, bro. We've got 20 minutes. Still no news. If we had any news, we would definitely, some would have told us. Or, at least somebody would have told us, guys. I'm gonna have a big FOMO with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Honestly. Just a second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just checking on Twitter, by the way. Cinema Crazy says Rashford, Shaw, and Botman for Salah, Tarkowski, and Diaz. Cinema Crazy, I mean, it's very hard for me to kind of advocate transferring out Rashford. He's in the form of his life. You might have a lot of value kind of attached to Rashford. So if you transfer him out, you might find it hard to get him back later. So please plan accordingly. Be careful, if you transfer out Rashford. Otherwise, also Diaz, I'm not so sure about Diaz because they don't have a double game week and they've got some tough fixtures coming up, and also they blank in game week 28 as well. So Salah and Tarkowski are fine, but Diaz I'm not so sure about. You're always welcome, Nehal. Nehal thinks that Cucurella is gonna miss out completely, and you have Bueno as well. All right, I get that, Nehal. I get that. If there is a game week to take a hit, it is this game week, bro. I give you that. Otherwise, at least you're gonna have the chance. Your players are gonna have the chance to kind of, just basically make up in 2 game weeks, rather than one match. So they get extended minutes. Anything can happen. So if anybody's got to take a hit, you want to fix your team, this is the time, guys. This is the time to take a hit. Around 15 minutes to go, and no news is forthcoming in it. FPL Sum is gone for Iwobi. And not gone for Darwin Núñez. He just posted on our private Twitter group. Man, oh man, oh man. This is tough, guys. I mean, the decision, especially with, Mitrovic. No news is forthcoming, guys. If we had any news, we would have known. But no news is forthcoming, guys. So I guess I have to make my transfers. Oh man. I was hoping we get some news. No. Sorry guys, I'm not answering your question. I'm just scrolling through Twitter for the last time to see if I have any team leaks, team news, whatever. But I don't think I do. Anyways. Let's make the transfers then, guys. The worst thing would be for the team news, to get leaked after, after I make my transfers. But then we don't have enough time now. Let's go for it, guys. Josie, you're always welcome, bro. No FOMO, only Sobo. Search of a better option for a midfielder. Yep, that is true, bro. Let me answer one or two questions. Then let me. Viz, I have 6.1 for a midfielder, McNeil. Yes, Lee, you could go for McNeil. You could go for Iwobi as well. I mean, McNeil and Iwobi are kind of similar. No, Jared, there's no hesitancy in my mind about the captaincy. I am going to go with Salah. Especially after his performance against Madrid, I have got no problems captaining Salah. My vice captain is gonna be Saka. Gabriel or Saliba? I would go with Gabriel. Trent or Nunez and VVD. No. Out of Trent and Nunez, I am personally going with Nunez, but that is because Mitrovic is not playing. If Mitrovic was playing, then I would possibly go with Trent. I got Darwin, no Salah. Should I -4? No, pineapple pie, I don't think so, my friend. No. Alright, guys. I think it's time for me to make my transfers. I don't want to kind of linger around too much. So, Darwin, Salah, -1.9. Can't do anything. The problem is, again, this midfielder is the most problematic position for me. Virgil van Dijk is no go for me. Is it worth doubling on either Wolves or Everton defense? No, I don't think so, my friend. Play Sam Greenwood, bro. I think that's fine. No need to. Later on, you're gonna have to get them out. No problem. Mitro to Watkins, Felix or Nacho. George, I think long-term Watkins or Nacho makes more sense to me. Watkins or Nacho, because Watkins doesn't blank in 28, and he doesn't blank in 32 as well, and has some decent fixtures coming up as well. And yeah, I like Watkins. Nacho in form is a great player. So yeah, that's it from my what I think. Now for my transfers, guys. Let's just this is the problem area for me, guys. This goddamn midfield spot. So if I go Odegaard again, no options, guys. Even if I take out Fernandes for Odegaard, I have no options. I can't get to Robertson even if I take out James, I cannot get to Robertson. This is absolutely horrible, state of affairs. And I've been looking for a midfielder all day, all night. I'll still have no ideas which midfielder to kind of get. Yes, I thought about Ward-Prowse. I've looked at all of them. Not kind of excited by any of them, to be honest with you. Join me on the Iwobi ride, says FPL Sam. Man, Iwobi was an Arsenal player, and he plays against Arsenal. It's just not for me. That's the issue. I'm gonna give myself 1 more minute of thinking time. I just need it. I have some options, they're like James Ward-Prowse. I've thought about him. I've thought about McNeil. I've thought about Iwobi. I've seen all the options, guys. The issue is not that. The issue is none of them really inspires me to kind of make this transfer. That too for a hit. It's just, Jared Bowen would have been a really good option. I don't have the money for him. Again, 0.1 million is goddamn. Every time I'm short with 0.1 million. It's just so frustrating, honestly. Mitrovic, I have no ideas. I've been looking on Twitter, my friend. There's no news on Mitrovic. That means, that we're not gonna get any leaked news. Yep. No, what? Oh, come on. People are actually sharing under 21's teams. Come on, guys. This is not the time to be funny. Is somebody... Oh, come on. I thought this guy shared the team news. No. I guess we're we have to move on, guys. No news, guys. I can say it with fair amount of certainty. No news about no news is forthcoming. Well then. Alright, let's just so basically the Everton midfielders. I'm in Liverpool. I don't wanna triple up with Gakpo. Especially with Gakpo, I'm not sure how long, or how much he's gonna play. So the only option left is to go with a Everton midfielder, I guess, with a heavy heart. I could actually use some suggestions here, guys. I would actually because there is no good midfielder. Viz, I have 6 point. Oh yeah, already answered that. Chat is lagging behind. I hope the hamsters are working overtime. I don't want So basically these are the only options that I really have are like the Everton players. Like Iwobi, McNeil. Went McNeil reluctantly, but I fancied an Adama Traore. The thing is, he blanks in 28 as well, and then you're gonna have to again replace him. That's the reason I'm not going with a Wolves midfielder, my friend. Still thinking. It's just not. It's absolutely horrible, to be honest with you. The only kind of shout for McNeil, like, is that, like, it's not even goddamn done anything, to be honest with you. Just taking corners doesn't make him a really good option. I mean, if I could take out, let us say, Ben White for Trent, or even James for Trent, I would have easily done that. If I could get Odegaard here. But that's not gonna happen. Clock's ticking, Viz. Yeah, my friend. Just give me a second here. Transfer done, Salah Nunes. Yeah, FPL Jugs. Very easy for you, my friend. Because you could get all 3 players which we really want, right? I can't get to that. That's the reason I'm having to think. By the way, there's news about Aymeric Laporte missing out, so be careful. If you have Ake, don't sell him, guys. I mean, it's just... Iwobi, it's still... I don't like... Iwobi pick. Neither do I like the McNeil pick. Being forced to choose between these kind of crap midfielders, guys. This is what happens. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna lock and load, guys. Don't worry about it. This is not gonna be a trumpet show. Just thinking, guys, you know. Just thinking. Because I don't really want any of them. Who does Manchester City play next? Again. Newcastle. What if I could... You know, the thing is they're gonna blank in 20... They're gonna blank in 28. Otherwise, I could have gone Mahrez as well. Even if he doesn't have a double game week, you know, I could have gone for Mahrez. But they play against Newcastle. Should I take a chance and just keep Mitrovic in my team or bite the bullet? I am going to transfer out Mitrovic, my friend. White for Trent and Bruno to Odegaard for the extra -4. Yes, Giroud, that is possible. If you can do it, if I could have done it, I would have done it, my friend. Or I could... How much time is left? 4 minutes. Come on. So basically, if I... Let us say... What should I do? Just a second, guys. If I get Alexander-Arnold here. Sorry, just thinking out loud, guys. Just give me 1 more second. Otherwise, McNeil is gonna make his way into my team. Odegaard. How much do I have? Do I have enough for Watkins? God damn it, Watkins. Always this dreaded 0.1 and 0.2 millions keeping me from the moves I really want to make. Alright, Darwin. God damn it. Which midfielder do I really want to get? I just don't like any of the options here. But the time is running out, so obviously we have to make this move. Can't postpone it indefinitely. Yes, let's just McNeil then. Man, 3 Everton players in my team. Looks absolutely horrible. Really want to go with Mahrez, you know, like could have gone with Mahrez. I mean, not really want to go, but you know, because this McNeil in my team is just messing up the entire structure. But anyways, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Right then. Let's go for it. No wildcard. De Bruyne, Fernandes and Mitrovic. No news about Mitrovic. Has cost me a lot, guys. Let's go. Salah captain. Saka vice captain. Save the team. I hope you can look at my team, guys. Damn it. I don't like McNeil at all, to be honest with you. It's just there's no other option, guys. And I just went for the player with the double game week. Otherwise, there was no option. My captain is on Salah. My team is saved. Let me refresh for all of you to see. The reason I went with McNeil is because, you know, if Tarkowski has to get any points on the set pieces, McNeil is the one who's taking all the corners and stuff. I could have gone with Ward, put him in place of Arrizabalaga, because I've got Arrizabalaga and James both but I still, even if they keep a clean sheet, so I wanted to double the risk here. So yeah. Time's up, pants down, says Girid. No good options, honestly. I don't like this McNeil option at all. I mean, he's in my team. He's just gotta get out of my team as soon as possible. That's all I want to say here. You know, we always get suckered into these double game weeks, but the problem is, guys, honestly, there was no good option for the even for the long term. You know, the Arsenal midfielders are the only one. Well, anyways, guys, there was it was what it was. You know, let me see how many double game week players I have in my team. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not bad, right? Considering Salah's my captain, would be everybody's captain unless you decided to captain an Arsenal player. 7 double game week players. You know, even like considering Patterson, but I know he's not gonna play. So yeah, I guess this is gonna be my team, guys. I hope it wasn't starting Bueno for my sins. I have 5 including Bueno. Nehal, it just, you know, it was just luck. That's all, you know. And saving my transfer last week, I think it helped a lot. But the thing is, it didn't help in the sense that there were no good options available for me. Even though I had the transfers, I had the money, the options were not there. I mean, I really wanted to go Mahrez, but didn't. Just went for the double game week player over the single game week player. You know, it might backfire, but I just want now Everton to totally smash kind of Aston Villa and then blank against Arsenal. FPL Doug says, anyways, Wiz, happy anniversary. Thank you so much, FPL Doug. So guys, I was today was my wedding anniversary. I was celebrating with my wife and my son. We went out for a candlelight dinner, and I shared the pic with my friends in the private Twitter group for the members of the channel that we have on Twitter. So yeah, and that was 3 hours before the deadline. And at the back of the mind, it was still which midfielder I am going to get. I was thinking, you know, like, I thought about it all day long, and in the end, I end up with Dwight McNeil in my team. What can you do, guys? What can you do? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Himanshu, Zara, FPL Jug. I really appreciate, guys. Todd is here as well. Hey Todd, I hope you're doing well, bro. Todd says, good luck everyone. I have been listening at work today. I left Mitrovic and Patterson to avoid the hits. Swapped KDB for Salah, Doherty for Trent. Todd, that is not a bad move, to be honest with you. Because I think these are 2 moves which make sense, because Doherty is not playing anyways. It's like out of EPL. And KDB to Salah was the move to make. Yes, you left in Mitrovic and Patterson, but yeah. If I was you, I'd still swapped out Mitrovic for Watkins and captain Patterson. But I like the moves which you made, my friend. Himanshu says, appreciate the stream today. I wouldn't have done it. Hope my future wife reads this. Well, you know, it is my commitment as well, my friend, and it is my passion as well. So, you know, she understands, and we celebrated. We had a lot of fun. We had dinner, drinks, came back. My wife and my son, they went to sleep, and I stayed awake to do what I love to do, you know, the stream, which I just enjoy doing so much, guys. And thank you so much, guys, for being here, you know, sharing your deadline with me. And I know it wasn't the most comfortable at the end, but I had mentioned the transfers which I was gonna make, and I was still telling you that you know, the third midfielder in place of Fernandes was always going to be a problem. FPL Jack says I've got 7. Wong says happy anniversary. Thank you so much, Wong. Thank you so much, Surfrose. And thank you so much, Himanshu, for your kind comment. And thanks, Todd. Todd says go to bed. I guess he hears the slur in my voice, which you know, it's just I was a bit sleepy, to be honest with you. But it wasn't a difficult stream, guys. The difficult part about the stream was not planning for Game Week 25, but now getting the players which will help you navigate the upcoming weeks. You know, I've got like 2 Everton players, McNeil and Tarkowski. I can keep them in 28, and I know they got a fixture in 28. I've got 3 Arsenal players. I would have loved to get Odegaard, by the way, and I didn't. But at least I know that they're gonna play in Game Week 28. So, I mean, you know, I'll have enough players, hopefully, to navigate Game Week 28 without having to use my free hit. That's gonna count for something, guys. Todd says make another son. Thank you so much, Todd. You know, the one son I have, it's been a struggle. It's been a wonderful time, but raising a child takes a lot out of you guys, you know. And not talking about parenting right now. This is an FPL stream, so we gotta focus. Got an Allison for Pope. Well, that was the right move anyway. I mean, Pope has been on a red card, so you know that was the best move to make. I mean, Pickford or Allison is the one we would go for. Todd says a daughter. Then I would have loved to have a daughter. You know, even when my first son was born, you know, I was hoping it would be a daughter, because the daughters, they love their fathers, and the sons, they love their mothers more. So I was expecting to get the lion's share of the love, but as it happens, you know, the son has to love the mother more than the father. So yeah, if I have a child again, I hope it's a daughter. Yeah. Hope and wish Leeds thrash Fulham in the FA Cup. If they do, then we don't need to do anything, guys. Then we're all set for the upcoming weeks, and the people who got Darwin, Salah and Trent would be the champions, because Liverpool would not blank in 28 as well, you know, and that would be awesome. Then you can kind of plan for the future game weeks. Neil says, I feel you, Wiz. I have a dog and I struggle. Yep, I have a dog as well, you know, but you know, we had it for the longest time, but now his name was Jingle, and Jingle now lives with my father, because my son had these allergies from dog's hair, so we couldn't keep them in the same house. So unfortunately, my dog had to be shifted to my dad's place, and with a very heavy heart as well. Dogs are absolutely adorable, and we go meet him every day, but you know, he doesn't live with us anymore. But yes, guys, so I think this stream is going in the direction which is non-FPL. So guys, I would like to ask your excuse. So I'm not going to be doing the predictions today. I think it's like about 12 o'clock at night, and I would absolutely tired and would love to go to bed and maybe watch the game or something like that. And I would join you for the next deadline stream, of course. And if there are any updates in the middle, I do send some messages on YouTube and Twitter. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, do follow me, guys. I post some updates there as well. If you subscribe to me on YouTube, I post like any updates which we get in midweek on the important news on the channel as well. So on that note, guys, I would love to take your leave, and I would like to thank you all for spending your valuable 1 hour of deadline with me again, and I hope you'll join me again next time as well. So I hope you have a great game week. This is a very unique game week, guys, because you know, there's not many game weeks where you get a blank and a double game week together. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope the transfers you made work out. The hits you've taken, they're paid off manifold times back. So with that, guys, FPL Visit signing out. I will see you for the next deadline stream. Till then, take care, chill, and may the arrows be green. Bye-bye.